The International Transport Association, or IATA, processes $360 billion worth of payments from 160 countries every year, so it needs an efficient system. We spoke to IATA's senior executive, Javier Orejas, about what GPI can do for his company and also what kinds of services he's going to need from banks going forward. So Javier, IATA is a massive processor of payments. I think something like 360 billion euros in 160 different countries over a year. So what kind of challenges does that give you?
You are absolutely right with the figures. We are operating our business in 160 countries, and something that is the core business of IATA from a financial point of view. We are, let's say that we are offering or operating as financial intermediaries for the airlines, collecting funds from travel agents, then reconciling and making the proper follow-up of the non-payments.
So it's a very complex operation.
Yes, and then these funds, once are reconciled and all those kind of things, are paid to the airlines. And we are applying very strict rules, which is the mandate from our members, and any kind of delay in the payment from the travel agents triggers some serious consequences. When I say serious consequences, means that we are cutting the ticketing authority of the travel agent,
right,
meaning that we are stopping the business for this particular travel agent.
Okay, so it's very damaging. Now,
yes,
obviously, SWIFT's Global Payment Innovation Initiative is being taken up by the banks, very quickly in fact. What benefits does that bring for you?
One of the core businesses is basically to collect these funds from the travel agents, and the consequences for the travel agents for non-payment or delays in their payments. Obviously, the transparency that the GPI is going to bring into the market is going to be, again, from a customer experience point of view, to allow many of the problems that we are facing, where it's very common that in some situations there are some travel agents who has initiated the payment. Unfortunately, the payment is not received in our bank accounts, and obviously we need to push the button and basically to cut the ticketing authority of the travel agent. So we believe that with the transparency that the GPI and the payment tracking that the GPI is going to obviously to implement, all those kind of situations, perhaps not all, the majority, but...
So in a nutshell, it's going to make you a lot more efficient, is that right?
More efficient, and basically to remove all those kind of unfortunate situations, which at the end of the day, what we are talking is that we are stopping the business of some customers.
Lost business. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So looking forward, I mean, what else is it that you want the banks to do for you?
The first thing that I will be, to be honest, looking for banks, basically, because that is going to be the success of the GPI implementation, is to be the quick adoption by the banking industry. That is the first thing that if I will ask a bank or the banking industry to do it.
That's happening to us an extent.
That is the first thing, and then the second thing is because right now we are focused, and GPI is focused in the common currencies, USD, euros.
Yeah.
But I believe that even if you are looking at the GPI benefits, it will be important basically to extend the GPI technology to other currencies.
So roll it out for at least the main 20 currencies.
At least.
Okay.
There are many currencies worldwide, but it's just the extension, and there are, to be honest, the transparency in some countries like Nigeria, or some countries in Africa, Middle East. This kind of transparency is going to add more value, especially in IATA, than in standard and developed countries such as countries in Europe, US.
So Javier, if you were to sum up GPI in just a few words, how would you describe it?
I like to utilize one quote, which is the digital Darwinism concept. I believe that the traditional transactional service needs to evolve with the same speed as other competitors, because there are other competitors from payments point of view. And I believe that GPI and SWIFT with the GPI is going in the right direction.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.